Hello everybody. Today I am going to tell you on Jacobians. That means some examples upon Jacobians. And in the last video I have told you the definition of Jacobian and the properties of Jacobians. And today I am going to give you some examples. Okay, see here. First example, if x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, then find del of xy by del of r theta and del of r theta by del of xy. That means Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta, Jacobian of r theta with respect to xy. Clear? So let us first find out this one. Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta. What is the definition? It is del x by del r, del x by del theta, and del y by del r, del y by del theta. Here. And what is del x by del r? Derivative x with respect to r, it is cos theta. And del x by del theta, that means r or derivative cos theta is minus sin theta. Del y by del r, it is sin theta. And del y by del theta, it is r cos theta. So take the determinant. It will be r cos square theta plus r sin square theta, it will become r. R cos square theta plus r sin square theta. R cos square theta plus r sin square theta. So take r common, it will become cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is equal to 1. So answer is r. So the second part. For the second part, we have to find out first r and theta. So see here. It is x square plus y square. X square plus y square is equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, which is equal to r square. Clear? Again, that means x square plus y square is equal to r square. Again, divide this one with this one. That means r sin theta divided by r cos theta is equal to y by x. So r cancel out. Tan theta is equal to y by x. If by theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. Here, see here. Now, differentiate partially with respect to x. 2r del r by del x is equal to 2x because derivative of y square is 0. So that means del r by del x is equal to x by r. Here. Then, similarly, I can write, because this is a symmetric function, del r by del y, it will be equal to y by r. Here? So again, because in the second case, you will get del r by del x, del r by del y, del r by del x, del r by del y. Again, del theta by del x, del theta by del y. So you want to find out derivative of theta with respect to x and derivative of theta with respect to y. So del theta by del x, tell me, tan inverse u, 1 by 1 plus u square, that means y square by x square into derivative with respect to x of y by x. So take the LCM and take the x square to numerator. It becomes x square plus y square into, take y outside and derivative 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Here. So minus x square so cancel out y by r square. Because x square plus y square is r square. Here. Now del theta by del y, 1 by 1 plus y square by x square into del by del y of y by x. So take x square to numerator, x square by x square plus y square into, take 1 by x outside and derivative y is 1. So x cancel out, x by r square. So these 4 values I am going to apply. Okay. See here. Now we have to find out the second part. And these are not necessary. See here. Del of r theta by del of xy is equal to del r by del x, del r by del y, and del theta by del x, del theta by del y. So what is del r by del x? X by r. Clear? And directly you can write x by r, or otherwise I can write in the final step. Del y by del r. What is del y by del r? It is y by r. And del theta by del x. Del theta by del x, it is minus y by r square, and it is x by r square. Clear? So take the determinant. It is x square by r cube plus y square by r cube, and x square plus y square divided by r cube, and x square plus r square by r cube, it is equal to 1 by r. Clear? See, in the first example I have given the polar coordinates, and this is for the cylindrical coordinates. And for polar coordinates, x equal r cos and y equal r center, these two, only these two. And in cylindrical coordinates, z is equal to z. Here, and you want to find out the Jacobian of x y z with respect to r theta z. So directly write by del of r theta z, it is del x by del r, del x by del theta, del x by del z, and del y by del r, del y by del theta, del y by del z, and del z by del r, del z by del theta, and del z by del z. Take the determinant. Simply put the values. Del x by del r, del x by del r, cos theta, del x by del theta, del x by del theta, it is r, del of cos theta is minus sin theta, and del x by del z is 0. Here, then the second part, del y by del r, it is sin theta, and del y by del theta, it is r cos theta, and del y by del z, it is 0. Del z by del r, it is 0. Del z by del theta, 0. Del z by del z, it is 1. Here, so this line is 0, this column 0, 0, this is 1, so take 1. If you take 1, omit this column and this row, take the value of this one. So multiply, it will be r cos square theta plus r sin square theta, so it will become r. Here, see here, Jacobian is simply a determinant. If the rows are proportional, that means if any one row depends upon the another row, or any one row can be expressed as the linear combination of other two rows, or any one column can be expressed as the linear combination of other two columns. That means the value of one column depends upon the other two columns, or value of one row depends upon the other two rows. Then the value of the determinant becomes 0. That means if u, v, w are dependent, then their Jacobian will become 0. Note it down, this property. If u, v, w are functions of x, y, z and they are dependent, then the Jacobian of u, v, w with respect to x, y, z must be equal to 0. And if they are independent, then the Jacobian is unequal to 0. This is the property. Clear? And I am applying that property here. U is equal to 3x plus 2y minus z, v is equal to this one, w is equal to this one, are not independent. Are not independent means they are dependent. So they are dependent means their Jacobian will be equal to 0. So let us see. Del of u, v, w divided by del of x, y, z is equal to del u by del x, del u by del y, del u by del z, del v by del x, del v by del y, del v by del z, and del w by del x, del w by del y, del w by del z. Here, so del u by del x, what is del u by del x? 3. Del u by del y, it is 2. Del u by del z, it is minus 1. So similarly, del u by del x, it is 1. Del v by del y, it is minus 2. This is 1. Del w by del x, it is 1. Del w by del y, it is 2. Del w by del z, it is minus 1. So now, you want to find out determinant. 2 minus 2 minus 2, it is minus 1 minus 1, then minus 1 It is 2 plus 2. Clear? So this one becomes 0. Minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 minus 3 is 4. And this is minus 4. So it is 0. Therefore, U, V, W are dependent. Since the Jacobian is 0, so U, V, W are dependent. Now you have to find out the relationship between U, V, W. It is given that if they are dependent, then you have to find out the relationship between them. See here, how to find out the relationship. See here, now U plus V is equal to how much? And this one you have to find out by instruction method. There is no certain rule. How to find out the relationship? There is no certain rule. Okay. See here. If I take U plus V, minus 2y cancel out. 3x plus x, it is 4x. Minus z plus z cancel out. Clear? Again, V plus W. If I take V plus W, it is minus 2y plus 2y cancel out. Minus z cancel out. It remains 2x. Therefore, U plus V is equal to 2 into 2x. Clear? So 2 into, in place of 2x I am writing V plus W. So take to one side. U plus V minus 2V minus 2W equal to 0. That means U minus V minus 2W equal to 0. So this is the relationship between U, V, W. Clear? So this is all about dependent and independent. If you want to prove the three vectors are independent, then the Jacobian must be unequal to 0. If we want to prove they are dependent, so Jacobian must be equal to 0. Clear? I will give you some examples, some problems and examples also in the description. So please download it and do the problems. Okay.